Hello. So, Haxorus and Nate, Shiny Haxorus, are releasing very soon, and I just kind of felt like doing another one of these where I go over the pair, who potential partners are with them, and because honestly, I just really want to use this pair. I'm gonna pull for it. I'm already gonna say that, right? I'm gonna pull for Haxorus. But yeah, Haxorus is releasing very soon. I just kind of wanted to share my thoughts, go over him very quickly for anyone who might be a little bit confused by some of this stuff that's going on here. So, Nate and Haxorus, brand new Master Fair coming out. Shiny Haxorus. I feel like I don't need to keep saying that, but I'll probably just say it for filler. Strike Pair. And there's another Master Fair coming, just not at the same time, which is weird. But that's another conversation for another day. Either way, Haxorus, Neo Champion. Really, really strong. We haven't had a Dragon pair in a while, so honestly, I'm okay with it. We haven't had a Dragon in a little bit, I feel. I don't remember when the last one actually was, but it feels like it's been a while since we've had a competent Dragon DPS come out. So let's go over the abilities very quickly. Unova Pride. We all know what the Master Fair passives do at this point, but if you're newer here, or just someone who's getting into the game and doesn't understand how this works properly, so of how the Master Fair passives work is it buffs one of three things. You have Pride, Spirit, and Flag Bearer. Flag Bearer is all move damage, period. Spirit is special damage. Pride is physical damage, and this is just basic / buddy moves. This does not affect sync moves. This does not affect max moves. Just regular and buddy. Any move you're just normally clicking. Bounce of physical moves up to 20% just by him being here. Everyone gets 20%. Reduces physical damage taken, so it's some damage reduction as well. The more allies that have Unova, the higher it gets. And it goes all the way up to 50% damage, 31% damage reduction. You really focus on the damage, I feel. You don't use it for damage reduction from what I've noticed over the years, but you use it for the damage up. So with 3 Unova pairs, you get 50% damage up. That is equivalent to a zone, which is, or field effect, I should say, because weather, terrain, and zones are all 50%. That's amazing. Strategy focus on attack. Raises the user's attack when its trainer uses a move. So when you use your first attack, or your TM rather, I should say, when you use your TM, you get +6 attack because it specifies trainer and not Pokemon. Increases the user's physical move next when the trainer uses a move. So when you do that, you get 6 attack and you get the physical move next. Awesome. Physical move next is a 40% damage increase, stacking up to 10 times, so 400%. That is whatever. But the 40% is awesome. Just 1, 1, 1. It's just increments of 1. Better than Perfect Opportunity. Restores 1 MP of the user's buddy move. We'll go over that in a little bit. After your team sync pair uses their sync move. So anyone who uses their sync move, he gets an MP back. Increases physical move next as well. So you get 1 BP on your buddy, and you get another physical move next. P move and sync crit. So except in Vigilance and Crit Guard, you'll always crit. So sync moves have a naturally lower crit rate. So they'll always crit. Your moves will always crit. You don't need to supply this character with crit rate. That's why you won't see any crit rate in this kit. Scale Shot. Attacks 2 to 5 times, raises speed by 1, lowers defense by 1. So he has some form of speed. Defense down is a little unfortunate, but it is what it is. You're a DPS pair. You're going to get slapped anyway. You have a Passion. This is the new thing. This is the new mechanic. This is the next power creep. Passion. I forget what the others are probably called, but whatever. Increases physical move next effect of all its sync pairs by 1. So you do get physical move next for this. Applies Unova Circle Physical to the allied field of play. This is another field effect. Physical grants the following effects by the physical attacks, physical sync moves of all its sync pairs by 10%. So this is better than Pride in terms of what it affects, but in terms of multipliers, it's a little bit less. So that's why I say, oh, this is a little bit less. This is fine. Reduce physical attack and physical sync damage taken. Now, the sync damage taken, I think is going to be way more important than Pride's outright damage taken, because the sync moves are typically what kill you off, especially in pre-sync content. And same thing as Pride, the more Unova are on the field, the higher these percentages, and they go up. Sync powers and sync. Okay, so the maximum power up is 40%. This is lower than Pride, but this affects both moves and sync moves. Syncs have another zone effect pretty much. And maximum damage reduction is 14%. 14% is fine. Yeah, when I initially read this, I did not read sync move damage as well. And that kind of changes this for me, because I thought, oh yeah, he's going to be really strong. Now it's like, oh, he's super strong. I had to read through that like twice, as usual. Now, here's the buddy move, Dark Black Outrage, because a few updates ago, they changed how buddy moves are named. So instead of Buddy Outrage, this probably would have been called. It's now called Dark Black Outrage. Another example, Sigma Suit Thunder Red. His was Buddy Volt Tackle, and now it's Origin Volt Tackle. So that's fine. Active conditions when the user's attack is raised. So when you get your +6 attack, it activates. Deactivation condition when the user's attack is not raised, so you don't have it when you're just starting. Never misses. Full AoE. Reduces the user's move countdown by 1. So it's a sync acceleration as well. Now, because this doesn't specify it, this will be affected by split damage. So that's fine. So if you're hitting one opponent, it'll hit way harder than all three. Because if we look at, I have that for later. Here's another example of someone who has something like this. Nope, I lied. Marnie, here we go. Here, the power and chance of applying additional effects of this move are not lowered even if there are multiple targets. That means split damage is not affected by this. You'll see this in Sigma Suit Thunder Red as well. Where this won't say is like strike syncs, but strike syncs are not affected by split damage anyway. So it won't say it for there, but that's how it is. This will be affected by split damage. It's not the end of the world. It's just something that takes his DPS down like a quarter of a notch. Like it would have been absolutely ridiculous to have a field effect. His EX roll is field, by the way. So 2 field effects with a non-split damage buddy would have been ridiculous. I think this is okay. I think this is perfectly fine. Now, I'll go over the rest of it in a little bit. But to the Dragon Claw's typical strike power is 300. That's normal. It's going to be a strong sync. Strike, it makes it AoE. Then field, and puts the following field effect just before the user's sync move is used each battle. Extends the field effect duration only that time. Dragon Zone. So the first time you sync with Haxorus, it says when you press sync, Dragon Zone goes up. Then the sync goes off. So you get the 50% bonus on that sync. That's why field syncs are so good. This is the first sync pair that has a field EX roll. We've seen how strong this is with Hisuian Samurott. That's why I pulled up Hisuian Samurott. Hisuian Samurott is so strong, even at 1 out of 5. The same thing is going to be with Haxorus. EX, field roll cake. If you've been playing since the update came out, of where EX rolls were implemented, you should be able to just trade the rest of your tickets for one of these now. If not, you wait a few days, you should have enough. Because I have one sitting currently. The second I saw this came out, I saw this field, I'm sitting on one. I save my tickets. And the other master respectively is sprint. So we have her first field and sprint, but I'll probably make a video on her before she comes out as well. But that's fine. Okay. So I went over the skills, went over the moves. Now grid. If anyone's curious about the max stats, here you go. Almost 500 attack, 450 speed. Cool. Okay, now let's go over the grid. 1 out of 5. You do get some buddy outrage power, so that bumps it up to 250. That's fine. Skill shot, unflappable. If you're worried about being flinched, I guess. Specific things. 2 out of 5, you get speedster sync, so you get more sync nuke stuff. When your speed is raised, another 50% up, which is really strong. You get Universe Circle physical moves up 3. It powers up users' moves when Universe Circle is applied. So you get another 30% bonus on top of the 40 for just regular moves. So assuming you have 3 Unova pairs, it would become 40% sync, 70% regular move damage. That's what that means. For a 2 out of 5, this is ridiculous. When I read this, I thought this was a 3 out of 5. I thought that this was a 3 out of 5 tile. Dragon Zone Interference Immunity. Dragon Zone Attack Damage Reduction. Cool. Natural Remedy. Fine. Buddy Outrage Move Gauge Refresh. It's 4 bars. It's maybe not a bad idea. Scale Shot Accuracy. If you want to hit it guaranteed, fine. Move Gauge Refresh. Fine. If you're waiting in between turns. If you're concerned about that. Then 3 out of 5 is as far as you're going to need to go. You get Extension. So field effects last 10 turns, unless specified. In the case of the field effect sync, it becomes 12/13, depending on how that initial turn works out. But either way, you get 1 full rotation of actions after that. So the extension from this brings up Unova Passion up to what the Dragon Zone is going to be. So it'll go 1 turn before because of how that works. Whatever. Strike attack down 2. 30% chance of lowering the target's attack by 1. If it hits, if the move has multi-strike, 30% chance of lowering the attack for each hit. Then punching strike here for defense. Same thing, except it's defense. Urshifu has this, who we know is ridiculous for water. You get Haymaker. Haymaker, Speedster Sync, Unova Passion, Dragon Zone, all with the 300 base power sync. Or if you're going for 3 out of 5, it's 275, whatever. But either way, Haymaker with the strike is ridiculous. You have 4 multipliers in the sync with a base 275 sync move. What the fuck? I'm just gonna say it. What the fuck? Powers with your sync moves. When Universe Circle physical is applied to the outfield of play. Same thing. But with sync moves, that 40% becomes, I think, 130, if I'm understanding this correctly. We're gonna get another Ultimate Battle that's Dragon Week, isn't it? This is ridiculous. Impervious to prevent the defense down. That's pretty good. Scale shot, no quarter, so you get guaranteed 5 hits off this. 100% chance of raising a physical move next by 1 rank when any of its stats are lowered. So you scale shot, you get the physical move next from here, I think. It should apply, but then you get from here as well, so you get 2. I forget. It's been a while since I've actually had to understand this. Is it trainer as in a TM has to be used, like Unova Passion or Glory of the Challenge? Or is it just Pokemon period? I am so confused. Because all these say the user. None of these say the Pokemon or the trainer? Ah, whatever. I would just assume it doesn't. If it does, yippee. I wouldn't bank on it. I'm stupid. I don't remember. It's been a while since I've done one of these shit. Either way, even without this, right? It no longer exists. Let's assume it no longer exists. This is broken. This is broken. These two are broken together. This is broken. This is a very, very good ability. This is broken. This in combination with this is broken. Like, I don't know what to say other than just, it's broken. It's broken. Now, so that's the character. If I were to rate this character on a 1 to 10 scale, this character is a fucking 10 out of 10. Like, I'm going by the Grand Blue tier list system. You just rate them on a fucking number. Has speed, guaranteed crit, maxes out its attack. I think it can keep its attack topped off by this logic. It should be able to keep its attack topped off. That's really good for stuff that lowers your attack initially. So, let's say, Intimidate ability, whatever it fucking is. -2 attack. Okay. +6 up to +4. Okay, I use another TM or move, whatever it works as. +6 attack in 2 actions. Voila. It doesn't fucking matter. Oh, you have break and swipe? I don't care. Oh, you have, I forget what it is, but whenever an attack is used, minus attack. Ooh, I am so scared. I don't care. Now, potential partners for this, because you want to work on Unova Pride, like, this character needs to go with Unova. I don't think that's debatable here. Oh, surprise, Rosa. So here's what I want to do. And this is me. I want to have fun. Screech. Applies movie acceleration, which is very nice. But no, Screech. To lower their defense. He doesn't lower... You could have him be your defense crusher. That's fine. It's ripple effect. Whoop-de-doo. You can lower actually for general survivability as well. So the tank can start missing stuff. Like... if Chorus is Genpool. If you have Chorus, you could use Chorus. I want to use him with N and Black Kyurem because I just got him. Like, the last time his banner was here. I want to try this so fucking badly because 90% extra damage just for Haxorus existing with Black Kyurem sounds so much fun. It's double dragon, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. You don't even need to sync with Haxorus for the Dragon Zone, because you don't need it. He's not a dragon damage dealer. You could just have, if you want Glaceon, use Glaceon for Ice Zone and Blizzard. If you want to use Haxorus with him, you could use Haxorus with him. Like, I just see it as 2 different modes. Unfortunately, Genesect does not apply Dragon Rebuff, or else I would totally do it. But if you have a physical damage dealer who does, you could use Haxorus with him. You could use him. You could use Haxorus as a fucking support because he gives 90% damage up just for existing. You can have Hilbert apply rebuff, but then the damage dealer just have Hilbert be the one who dies off. You don't have to use Mel Sound. You can just use Technoblast and kind of die after that. So him as your fodder, that's fine. You could do Safety Tether for the endurance, like all these are just examples. If you want to prevent trapped, have him there. You could do Victini, actually, because of V-Create. That's a 90% damage bonus on V-Create. Or, it won't be 90, because if you want Sun as well, it'll be a little bit less, but Sun is also 50%. Victini is a very funny idea. If you want to support as well, just V-Create, just slam right through them. Now, all these are, like, other physical options, but if you want to specifically use Haxorus, I think the best pairs Hydreigon's a funny idea because mine has Defense Crush too. You could do Skyla. I think Skyla is a very underrated pick for this because she's going to have speed, so Haxorus doesn't have to use TMs for speed, potions for general healing, and a lot of move gauge because of move gauge refresh 9. And if you're really concerned about attack, you have Fanfare, or if you want to do that double DPS setup, Fanfare helps set up 2 more attack, along with the support EX. That's an idea. I don't think N and Zekrom would work as well, but it's an idea because you would only need 2 more attack, but you need crit rate as well for him. So Hilbert would be a great support. Plus 6 attack, plus 3 crit rate, plus 4 speed. Support EX, Unova, very good idea. I don't think Sandstorm would work, but hell, these two together with with Haxorus, just if you want to run Sandcomp and have him as a damage inflator, you fucking can. Who's gonna stop you? No one, because they're dead. Sableye, like any support Unova wise, pretty much works. Sableye has more attack, has more attack support, just not exactly crit, so they need to be crit sufficient. Synchro healing stuff, defense is just a good defensive wall if you want defense as well to go with the damage, to go with the sync damage reduction and everything from Unova Pride or Passion. I'm gonna mix that up. Unova Passion for the sync damage reduction, then just general damage reduction with crit guard and reflect / light screen. It's an idea. So yeah, there are a lot of good Unova pairs because Unova's DNA's favorite, let's be fucking honest. There are a lot of Unova pairs that you can make work with a 1 out of 5 Kyurem. I said Kyurem again. Haxorus. I want to use them together, can you tell? There are a lot of pairs that you could use with Haxorus to make him work, even 1 out of 5. Everything grid-wise is just extra. If you have the coins, use it. Or candies. If you have the candies, use them. If not, don't worry about it. But just know that he will carry your damage for a long time. Off-type? Okay, 90%. I don't give a shit. Just... he's ridiculous. Brogan! Alright, I'm gonna leave you guys at that. If you guys are gonna pull, I wish you the best of luck. I hope I don't have to pity myself, because that's all that I have. And I'll see y'all in the next video.